Okay, everybody, can we start your video? Okay, we're going to start the lesson now already. Uh, okay, so all can see me, right? Okay, now today will be the last paper one lesson. Okay, the last paper one. So after the lesson today, then you will have your exam. Okay, your school exams. And what happened is, after your exam, when you come back for lesson P6, the paper one lessons will continue. Right, we will have our P6 paper one lesson. But that will be when? That will be after June. Okay, June. Okay, June. June onwards, we will have primary six paper one lessons. You understand? So you have paper one lesson, but there'll be the later part of next year. Okay, so before we start the lesson, okay, just a quick reminder. All right, so make sure you keep to the rules. What kind of rules? If you want to say something, raise your hand, give a thumbs up, or raise a hand. All right, when you come back next year for your paper one, it's also the same. Okay, and so do not voice out. All right, when Miss Dawn is talking, as I'm talking, everybody is listening. If you want to ask something, then give a thumbs up. Okay, anyone who breaks the rule, I will put you in the waiting room. Okay, so you'll be waiting there, and sometimes I may forget that you are still there. All right, so Nathan, understand now because this is also especially to you. All right, okay, now, so let's look at paper one, and we will go through slowly, Nanhua paper one. And okay, any mistake, any careless mistake, do let me know. But I have the answer key to double check. Okay, so let's look at question one. Okay, so let's go to question one and we go through slowly. And for those who have completed your test, your exam, this is to prepare you for your PSLE. Whatever you do now is also preparation for your PSLE. Okay, question one. Now, which digit is in the 100,000s place? So let's have a quick recap, your place value. Now, the digit 9 is your ones place. Okay, that's your ones, then your tens, then your hundreds, okay, hundreds place. And then the digit 2 is your thousands, and the digit 7 will be your 10,000s. And then the digit 4 will be your hundred. Digit 4 is the 100,000s. So your answer is number 4. And your digit 3 will be your millions. Okay, millions place. Okay, all right, Darius, can you turn your video upside? No, all right, it's inverted. So can you just make it a bit right side? Okay, put it. Okay, up. Make it so that I can see you better. Okay, now 517,000 is the same as how many tens? All right, what do? There's a shortcut over here. How many tens in this number? Tens have 1 0. You just have to take your finger and you cover 1 0. All right, cover 1 zeros, and what do you see? You will see this. All right, you will see 51700 tens. Okay, so there's a shortcut here. You don't have to divide. You don't have to do any working. You just have to cover 1 0 to see how many tens. So that will be 5 or 51,700 tens. So your answer will be number 3. Okay, right, that's question number 2. Now let's go to the next question, right? Question number 3. Okay, so the lesson today, we will go through slowly because it's the last lesson so that you know your concept well. All right, for this one, again, there's a shortcut. So you should not do this, all right? Anyone who is doing this, this is not what we have taught you in schools, right? In schools, we don't do this. We break up 2,000 times 500. You can actually do what? You can actually cover the zeros. 2 times 5, that will be 10. Right, 10. How many zeros do you cover? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what number is that? 1 million. Right, so when the product is 1 million. Answer number 3. Okay, let's go to question number 4. After the end of booklet A, we have a QA session, right? Question and answer. So if you need to ask anything, then after you have gone through question 15, you can ask any questions. All right, now this one, okay, for Jairus, Ms. Tong saw your steps. You cannot break up the steps for this kind of question. You have to put everything in one statement like this, right? 48 divided by 8 minus 2, which is what you must do first, right? Every time you see the bracket, you must do first. The bracket is the most important. All right, then which one do you do first? The divide. So you bracket, you arrow sign. So the answer is 6. And then rewrite everything else. Okay, rewrite everything else the same. So it's like step by step. And then what do you do next? The times. So you have 6 minus 4, right? So when you do this way, you will never get confused. You will not forget what is the next step. So 6 minus 4, your answer will be 2. So answer number 2. Okay, let's go to question number 5. So how do you multiply fractions? Shortcut. Divide by 3, you get 1. Divide by 9, you get 3. Cannot cancel already, so you multiply. So 1 times 2, you get 2. And then 5 times 3, you get 15. So your answer is 2 over 15. Answer number 1. Okay, let's go to question number 6. Okay, so how do you change this into a decimal? Shortcut. Can I make the denominator into a 10? Cannot, right? Because if I divide by 5, I get 10. But can 36 divide by 5? Cannot. So I cannot make the denominator into a 10. Never mind. Then can I make the denominator into 100? 100 also, can I do that? So you just times 2, you get 100. And then 36 times 2, you get 72. So what is the decimal? The decimal is 0.72. So lesson here is to make the denominator into a 10, 100, or 1,000 so that you can get your decimal easier. So your answer will be 0.72. Okay, and also can you check, give yourself marks, right? So you can mark it, because when you come back for your regular lesson, I won't be able to mark it. So you're gonna add this paper 1 marks with your paper 2 marks to get your total. Okay, question 7. Okay, after making a 3/4 turn clockwise is follow the clock. John is facing southwest. Okay, so where's your southwest? Here, right? And then put down your directions, northeast, and then this is your southeast. So after making 3/4 turn clockwise, he's now facing here. So where is he facing at first? When you see at first, you have to work backwards. So how do you work backwards? Clockwise will become anti-clockwise. So this is anti-clockwise, 1/4, then 2/4, and 3/4 anti-clockwise. So where is he facing at first, which is your northwest? So answer number 3. Okay, working backwards. Okay, question number 8. Okay, fraction. Do we draw model for this kind of fractions? We don't draw model. Anyone who draw model, you don't do that because there is a special. These are special fractions, right? There's a kg behind, so we don't draw model. So Mrs. Tay bought 7/10 kg of meat, and she cooked half kg of the meat, and she kept the rest. So how much meat did she keep? So you have to minus. You take the meat that she bought, and you minus the meat that she has cooked, and that will give you the rest, right? The leftover. So make the denominator the same. You will get 7/10 kg minus 5/10 kg, and you will get 2/10. Okay, but the answer don't have 2/10, right? So you have to simplify. So you take 2 divided by 2, 1. 10 divided by 2, 5. So what is the leftover? 1/5 kg, right? And this is the kept. Okay, simple. All these are 1 mark, so don't lose marks in the exam. All these 1 mark question is to help you to get the, all these easy questions is to help you to pass, right? Pass your exam. Okay, not to do well, but to pass. To do well for the exam, you must also do the hard questions and get it correct as well. But these are the easy ones. They are to help you to pass. Okay, question 9. AB is the base, and ABD is a triangle. So where is the triangle? The triangle that you're looking at. So you have to know what triangle you are looking at. If you look at the wrong triangle, then you get the wrong answer. So AB is the base. So where's the base? The base is here. This is the base, right? If that is the base, where's the height? Remember the ruler. So you need to use a ruler to find the height. Okay, so let's take out the ruler and put the ruler on the base. Okay, and it must be a transparent ruler. Okay, put it on the base, shift the ruler left and right, and see whether there's a line parallel with the ruler. See, there's a dotted line, right, which is parallel. So your height must be CD. So answer is number 4. So if you're still getting wrong, you need to watch the video again, right, to know how to use the ruler. Okay, question 10, model drawing. That's where you can draw model, right? The 2/5, there's no special there's no unit behind, right? There's no kg behind, so you can draw the model. So, okay, I know it's very easy, so you get the answer correct without the model, but let me just revise how to draw a simple model for this. The fraction is talking about the apples, right? So you draw a rectangle, cut into 5 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And the whole rectangle is the apples, which is 40 apples. And the family ate 2, so you label. And the rest must be the left. Okay, all your difficult questions, all your hard questions, when you draw the model, they will start with something like this, right? Your hard model, your big models will start with simple model like this first. So you divide by 5, right? 40 divided by 5, 1 unit is 8. So how many apples were left? 8 times 3. So the answer is 24. Okay, 24 apples were left. Okay, let's go to question 11, which is your 2 marks. Okay, percentage. So same thing. What is the percentage talking about? There are a total of 75 red and green. 60% is talking about what? The balls. Like the fraction. What is it talking about? The balls, which is 100. All the balls is 100%. So if all the balls is 100%, that will be how many altogether? 75. Then how many green balls are there? You take 100% minus 60%. That will give you 40%, right? Okay, Jairus, understand? 100% minus 60% red, you get 40% green. Okay, jumping method. Okay, but let's say you don't know how to jump. Okay, let's say you don't know how to jump. Never mind, you find 1%. Okay, some of you in the exam, you don't know how to jump, right? Then you just take 75, divide by 100. Avoid decimal, right, as a fraction. Okay, this is a shortcut. Don't have a decimal, right? Right like this. And then 40% will be what? 40 times 75 over 100. Am I correct? Okay. All right. Change the whole number into a fraction and then you cancel. So how do you cancel? Divide by 10, divide by 10. Okay. And then 10 divided by 5, 2. 75 can also divide by 5, 15. Okay. Can you cancel some more? Yes. 2 divided by 2, 1. 4 divided by 2, 2. So once your denominators are 1, see, 1, you can multiply already. 2 times 15 equal 30. Then 1 times 1 is 1. So how many? Okay, how many green? 30 green. So this is the, if you don't know how to jump, you find 1%, but avoid decimal. Understand? Okay, yeah, if you can jump, it's even much faster lah. Okay, let's go to the next one. Question number 12. Okay, now there are 2 straight lines, so be careful. It's not 3. So where are the 2 straight lines? BE. BE is a straight line. Let me use a thicker line. Okay, straight line. And this is also a straight line. So there's a X. And your AOF is equal to AOB. Where is your AOF? AOF is equal to AOB. So these 2 angles are the same. Okay, so can you find COD? So where is your COD? Question mark. Your question mark is over here, COD. Okay, so what do? Look for easy angle. Is there easy angle you can find? Yeah, this is 76 also. So can you find the other angle here? Okay, so you take 180 angle on the straight line. Where's the straight line? Here, there's a straight line here. So 180 minus 76, you get this angle 28 degrees. And there's a right angle box, 90. So can you find the question mark? Because there is another straight line. So angle on the straight line is 180 minus 90 minus 28. That will give you 62. So your question mark is 62 degrees. Answer number 3. Do you understand? Okay. So any questions later, raise your hand later after we have gone through question 15. Okay, so take note of your question now. If there's anything you want to ask, you just take note of it. Okay, question 13, line method. Okay, line method, this one, we have done it before in our lessons. Line method, Alice posted a parcel that weighs 860 grams. So big arrow. And this is the mass of the parcel. All right, so which category does this parcel belongs to? Is it 100 grams? 250 grams or 500 grams? It belongs to the 500 grams, the one that is nearest to the total mass. So you don't have to look at this one and this one. Okay, look at the category that is closer to the mass of the parcel. So your 500 grams is the closest. So how much is that? $5.20. And there is a balance of 300 grams. You can cut it. Okay, if you want to cut it, can also, because no need to do grouping because very simple to cut. Not many parts to cut. So every addition, there's another 60 grams. There's one more 60 grams there. So let me just cut again. So you have to cut carefully, 100, 100, 100, and there's a 60. Yeah, don't forget there is a there is a part thereof. Okay, there's a 60 over here. Yeah. Okay, that is your addition. That is your part thereof. So every additional 100 is $1, $1, and so on. Okay, so have a line method so that you don't get confused, and then you plus them all together. The mass of the parcel is $9.20. So answer number 2. Okay, so don't work out your mind. Some of you do mentally. All right, you don't have a line, but if you have a line, you organize your steps. You can cut it, and you can see very clearly. So there is no careless mistake when you have a line. 14 method. Okay, 14 is methods. Grouping method. So how to use group or why grouping method? Because there is a number pattern. There is a pattern. Pattern means it's a repeated group. So where does your group starts and where does it end? So look carefully. 30113. That's a pattern. 30113. Repeated pattern. So 30113. So that is a repeated grouping, right? You have repeated groups. Okay, so what is the sum of the 48 numbers? To find 48 numbers, you have to know how many groups inside. You take 48, divide by 5, and you will get 9 groups. And there is a remainder of 3. So what is that remainder 3? The last 3 numbers, 3, 0, 1. Okay, the last 3 numbers. And you want to find the sum. So what do? You go to one group and look for the sum. So what's the sum? 3 plus 1 is 4, 5 plus 3 is 8. So one group is 8. There are 9 groups, so 9 times 8. The sum of 9 groups is 72. But don't forget, you still have the last 3 numbers. So 3 plus 0 plus 1, the sum is 4. So you take 72 plus 4. What is the sum of 48 numbers? 76. Okay, those who get it wrong, please now know how to do already. Okay, please know how to do now. This is going to be, this kind of question is so common, right? You can see this almost quite a number of school papers. Okay, the last question, question 15, right? Question 15. And this is again, don't draw model. Why don't draw model? Because it's a special fraction. There is an hour in front. So Tali spent half an hour doing homework. She spent 1/6 hour less than Aini. So Aini must what? Must have spent more time. So how much time did Aini take? You take Aini, all right, you take 1/6 hour plus half an hour because Aini spent more time than Tiny, right? So you take half plus 1/6. Okay, if you spend more time, you have to plus. All right, then you make the denominator the same. So you have 1/6 plus 3/6, and you will get 4/6. Okay, but there's no answer there. There's no answer. So how do you change to minutes? Shortcut, right? Shortcut. Make the denominator into 60 because 1 hour got 60 minutes. And then on top, you also times 10. So 4 times 10, 40, and 6 times 10 will be 60. So 40/60 hour, which is how many minutes? Which is 40. Shortcut. That's a shortcut, huh? Okay. All right. Okay, so we are done with question 15. Any questions before we go to any questions? We have a lot of time to ask questions. Okay, Hannah.
What's the answer?
Why always ask what's the answer, Hannah?
Because someone knocked on my door just now and then I got distracted and then I missed the answer.
Okay, okay. What answer do you want to?
Just 12.
Question 12. Okay. Okay, question 12. Okay, question 12 is answer 62, number 3. Okay, Nathan. Okay, Hannah, any more questions? Any more? Okay, Nathan, question. Nathan ask relevant questions, not any other questions. Any other questions are put in the waiting room.
Yeah, I know. This is like why cannot put why when there's a unit behind cannot draw model.
Okay, why cannot draw the model if there's a 1/6 hour?
Yeah, like something like.
Okay, why cannot draw model? You can't draw model because this is a important value. It's the actual value. Actual value means what? It means how many hour lah? 1/6 hour. So we don't draw model when there is you don't draw model like this leh. This is terribly wrong. You don't cut into 6 boxes and then what? Then label 1 box. That is terrible. Okay, this is totally out. You don't do this, we don't do that. So just remember, right? Every time you see a unit in front, you don't draw model.
I mean like for question 8, that one.
Okay, let's go to question 8. Okay, and we see what is that. Okay, the rest of you prepare your questions, the rest of you, so that we can answer your questions
Prepare your
later.
question.
Okay, like this one, why we don't draw model? Because it's an important value. Like for example, how many kilogram of meat did she buy? Can I find how many kilogram? Yes, I can. 0.7 kilogram, which is what? Which is the actual value. How about half? Half is 0.5 kilogram. So that is an actual value, which is more important, which is very important, right? It's the important value that so we don't draw model. Okay, so when do we draw model? We draw model when, for example, Mr. Stay bought 7/10 of the meat. But does this tell you how many kilogram did she buy? For example, Mr. Stay bought 7/10 of the meats from the market. There's no kg in front. So does it tell you how many kg is that? We are not sure. Then we can draw the model. But if you know that it's so many kg already, why do you want to? We don't draw the model because it could be the answer. So it's an important value. Important value means what? It means that it's more important than fractions without the kg. Okay, yeah, it's a bit okay. I hope you understand that. If you don't understand, never mind. Just have to remember one thing. If you see there's an important unit, don't draw model already lah. That's that's how you understand. Okay, that's how you remember. Okay, if there's no unit, then you draw model. Okay, all right. I think that's how we make it simple for everyone. Okay, next one. Any other questions? Wilfred, any questions? How about Michaela? Michaela, no questions? Okay, then let's go to booklet B already. Okay, booklet B. So you're gonna move on to the next the next half of the paper 1. Okay, now this paper 1 is generally okay. All right, it's not hard, not easy. Okay, how about this? Okay, let's continue. So how do you write in numeral? Change it one by one. If you don't know what is the numeral, then you write 1 million, and then 600 and 40,000. All right, don't break up the 600. Don't break up the 640,000. Don't. Why? Because there's an and there. And there means together, right? When you see the word and there, it means they are together. Together. Okay, together. So 640,000. Okay, 640,000. Okay, and then there's another and there, right? Okay, that one you can put 13. All right. So please don't write down this. Okay, don't do this. Don't write 1 million and then 640,000. That's wrong already. Okay, that's wrong. And it also look funny, right? Because you have big number, then small number, then big number again. It's very weird. It's very funny. So when you see the word and, you have to group them, put them together. That's why you have 640,000 and 13. Okay, then you plus them. So what numeral? 1640013. Okay, that's your question 16. Okay, question 17. A file costs $1.20. A school bought 800 files. So how much did the school pay for the files? Please don't do this again, right? Anyone who has done this, this is not what we learn in school. You do what? You can change the dollars into cents, 120 cents. Then you multiply by 800, okay? And then cover the zeros, 12 times 8, that will be 96. And how many zeros do you see? 1, 2, 3. There are 3 zeros, right? So you have 96,000 cents. So which is how many dollars? So how many dollars is that? $1 is 100 cents. So you take out the 2 zeros and you have $960. Okay, understand? So answer $960. Okay, let's go to question 18. Question 18, rounding off to nearest whole number. Very simple. 37.8, how do you round off to whole number? Draw a line to show how a whole number looks like. Okay, whole number doesn't have a decimal point. And look at the digit nearest the line. It's 5 and bigger, so add 1. So that is your 38 wholes. All right, so this is 38 plus, what is 79.6? What's the nearest whole number? 79.6, draw a line to show the whole number, how it looks like. The 6 is 5 and bigger, add 1. So 80. Okay, so plus 80. And then how about 10.3? Same thing, do the same thing. Draw a line, all right, in front of the decimal point. This is how the whole number looks like. Look at the digit nearest the line. Is it 5 or bigger? Yes, add 1. and the nearest whole number is 11.
Wait,
So,
it's not 5 and bigger.
3 is less than 5. Yeah, sorry. Okay, 3 is less than 5. So 3 is less than 5, so we don't add 1. Okay, we don't add 1, so it's still what? It's still 10. Okay, thanks, Xing Hong. Yeah, Xing Hong is always very alert. Okay, so Xing Hong, let me know if there's any careless mistake, and the rest of you, be alert. If you see something, please tell me. So the nearest whole number is what? 10. So first step is to get all this correct. If you get all this correct, then the next step will be which one do you do first? Plus and times. Which one do you do first? Times, your 4 operations. So you have 38 plus 80 times 10, 8 times 1, 8, and there are 2 zeros. So put 2 zeros behind. And then you plus them together, you get 838. Okay, so this question tests you on rounding off and which operation do you do first. All right, but it's only 1 mark lah. So it's only 1 mark question. Okay, let's go to question 19. All right, question 19. Find the value of 50 divided by 3, and your answer must be a mixed number in the simplest form. So 50 divided by 3. All right, so 1 times 3, remainder 2. Pull the 0 down. 6 times 3, 18, and that's a remainder 2. Okay, now don't continue to divide. If you continue to divide, you are getting decimal. We don't want decimal. So 16 and 2 over 3. That is your mixed number, right? 16 and 2 over 3. Okay, don't continue to divide, otherwise it will become a decimal already. Okay, the line of symmetry. So how do you draw the other side? Okay, the picture is not very clear. Let me show you how it looks like in the picture, like this, like this, like this. Okay, it looks like this. When you do your drawing, pencil, all right, and it must be using a ruler. Okay, first step, mark out the corners of where the 2 lines meet, corners. Okay, that's the first step. Okay, second step. Okay, second step. All right, where's the second step? Now, the second step is to count the distance, count the squares. Okay, yeah, Monica, you raise your hand, Monica. Where are you?
I use a pencil to like draw it, and then the pencil I draw on the like, the line thingy, like
yes, and it's too light, right? Yeah. Too light to see. Okay, you need to buy a 2B pencil. You go to Popular Bookshop.
Yeah, it is 2B pencil.
Okay, you somehow have to make it darker lah. If the lines is too light, we also cannot see. So you have to get go and look for a darker pencil. But definitely cannot use a pen, right? You use pencil to draw. Okay.
I use the pen.
Okay. If you use a pen, change it.
I use the pen as well.
Okay, so Miss Long tell you why cannot use a pen, because if you make a mistake, you correction tape, and then you will correct. Nathan, wait first, Nathan.
Oh, okay.
Okay, if you use a pen, you have to correction tape, and then what will happen to the diagram? It will get erased away. Then you cannot see the actual diagram already, which is very dangerous. That's why Miss Long say cannot use a pen, all right? Because you will erase away the diagram with your correction tape.
Mr. Ong.
Yes, who is the okay?
I
which
use pencil and I draw the thing, but I still cannot see. And I didn't use 2B, I use 4B.
Okay, look for something darker lah. Miss Long can't really help you on this.
But 4B is the darkest I could find.
Okay, then you may have to just press a bit harder lah. Press a bit harder, but don't tear the paper.
Use
okay?
6B.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what kind of pencil is out there. So use a darker pencil. Okay, but don't use pen. You should know why you don't use pen.
I want to ask now.
Okay, let's move on first. Okay, one last question. One more question. Okay, who wants to ask any question? One more?
Me.
Nathan. The other person, how about the others who have not asked before? The others? Okay.
Me, what? So I drew it in pen already, so what do I do?
Okay, if you drew in pen, never mind. Just no choice lah. But next time, don't use a pen. Okay, so let's continue. All right, so how do you draw the other side? Do tracing. Okay, the dot on the line of symmetry, you can ignore because it's on the line of symmetry. Okay, this is the line. All right, so you trace to the next dot and count the distance, count the squares. You have 1, 2 squares apart. So opposite side also 2 squares apart. And you put the dots there and you trace with a ruler. And then go to the next dot, which is here. How many squares apart? 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. And put a dots there and you trace. Okay, and then join to the next dot, and how many squares apart? 1 square only. So the other side also 1 square. Okay, and you trace. Okay, and then go to the next dot, which is over here. How many squares apart? Which is 2 squares apart from the line of symmetry. Opposite side, also 2 squares apart. Okay, do you understand what I'm doing? This is what you learn in P4. And then after that, go join to the next dot, and which is easy lah. Okay, there's no need to, okay, just go to the next dot and then come down, and then this one you go up. All right, so that's how it looks like. And of course, you will still minus marks if you don't erase the working lines, all the dotted lines, all these working lines you have to erase. Okay, all right, and that's how you get your full marks for this drawing, simple drawing, not very hard. Okay, let's go to question 21. Okay, question 21, and okay, question 21. Okay, so what is the correct view? Okay, if you look at the front view, for example. Okay, front view, one. Okay, how do you draw the front view? 1, 2, 3. It will look like this. Okay, front view, and then 2. Oh, okay, 2. All right, and then 2 again, and 1. So your front view will look something like this. Okay, something like this, which is not your part A, right? Okay, then how about your side view? Side view will be where? Side view will be something like here. So you look carefully, there'll be 1, okay, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So if you look at the diagram, 1, 2, 3, same. So this is your side view. Okay, side view. Okay, next one. And oh, that one, what is that view? Oh, okay, let's look at the top view. Top view, how do we look at the top view? Some of you still can't see the top view, right? Some of you still can't draw the top view. So to draw the top view, you have to face the front first. Okay, let me erase all this. Okay, face the front first, and then you look down. Okay, very important. There's only one answer there. Face the front first, then after that, you look down. So when you face the front, you look down, what do you see? You will see 1, 2, 3, 3. Okay, 3 in a column, 2, 1, and 1. So 3, 2, 1, 1. Okay, you understand? 3, 2, 1, 1. Okay, go to the picture there, the diagram below. Isn't that 3, 2, 1, 1, which is your top view? Top view always only have one answer. So any other drawings is no need to see already. Okay, it's wrong. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, question. Okay, how about this? How to measure? Again, this is a P4. So take your protractor, and where do you put the protractor? At the middle letter, which is your B. So if you put your protractor wrongly, 0 marks. Okay, the center part of the protractor is sitting at the B, the letter B. And which 0 do you look at? You look at the 0 on the left side because the line is on the left side. And you look for 72. 72 is somewhere over here. Okay, Mr. don't have okay, somewhere over there. 72 degrees. Okay, once you have put a little marking, then you take a ruler. Okay, take a ruler and you join. Okay, use a ruler. Okay, and a pencil also. And make sure the line don't come out of the letter B. The line cut through something like that. Cut through. All right, touches the B there. And then mark out the angle, 72 degrees, and A, B, C, and you need to what? Need to label the angle. Okay, so A, B, C, something like this. Okay, Hannah, question?
I use pen.
Okay, again, pencil. Okay, all drawing must be pencil, all drawing. When you go to P5, P6, same. Okay, no need to say already. Yes. Who's asking? All right, let's move on. Okay, let's go on to question 23. Okay, question 23. Okay, this one you need to do something first. North, south, west, east. Okay, you got to do this because if you don't do this, it means that you're doing mentally, which is risky. So northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest. Okay, point C is southwest from. Okay, by now you must know already. When you go to P5, you'll be tested on this again, which is a bit harder in next year. So from which point, when you go southwest, okay, where's your southwest? When you go southwest, you will be point C. Point C. So you go southwest means you go this way lah. Go this way. So from where? From which point? When you go southwest, it will be point C. So if you look at my drawing, right? Look at see from, so it has to be from point B, right? Point B, you go southwest, and that is point C already. So you must have started from point B. Off is from. Okay, once you understand that, then your part B, same. So point what is east from point F? So you start from point F and you go east. East is towards the right. So when you go towards the right, what do you see? E, all right, point E. Right, so when you go east, you will reach point E. So point E is east from point F. Do you understand? All right, hopefully we don't have to go through this again. No mistakes for this in next year. P5, P6, you also got this exactly the same. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, question number, okay, this one again, straight lines. So when there are straight lines, what happen? You will have X, okay, X. And vertical opposite angles are equal, are the same. So this is 90, okay? So how do you find angle P? You have angle on a straight line, okay? Angle on the straight line is 180 minus 90 minus 33. You will get angle P, which is 57. And then put your number inside. Can you find angle R? Because there is another straight line. So 180 minus 57, you will get 123, which is angle R. So angle on the straight line is very common. In all the angle problem, you will always have to use this property, angle on the straight line. Why? Because every time you see a straight line, that is your property already. Okay, let's go to the next one. Question number 25. Oh, today is very fast, huh? I think we are coming to the end soon already. Now,
yeah, it's like 45 minutes.
The paper. Now when you go to
fast, huh?
when you go to P6, then you find that it's not so fast already. You will take about 1 hour at least to do P1, to do P6 paper 1.
Wait, Mr. Ong, what's question 23B again? I wasn't listening.
Shin Hong, can you? Okay, Shin Hong had to wait until end of the lesson. Okay. Yeah. So we continue first. Now the average. Who is talking? Now, the average of two different two-digit number is 43. So every time you see average, you can find the total. The total is what? 43 times 2, you will get 86. So average, you can find total. So what's the greatest possible difference between the two numbers? This one you must know how to do already. Because
85.
we talked about it. We talked about it before. All right, we talked about it before. So to get the biggest difference, you must have the biggest number, right? The biggest number, and it has to be two-digit number, right? The numbers must be two-digit, all right? Okay, and then you get the greatest possible difference. So how to get the greatest possible difference? The smallest two-digit number is 10. Okay, so you must get your smallest number. Then the total is 86, right? I mean the total is what? The total is 86, right? So 86. So if the smallest number is 10, then what is the other number? Because you need to get a total. The total of these two numbers is 86, right? Then the other number has to be 76 already, right? Am I correct? Right? Okay. So 76, right? Okay, so when you add them together, you get the total of these two numbers, which is 86. So what is the greatest difference? The greatest difference is you take the biggest two digit minus the smallest two digit. Your answer is 66, right? Am I correct?
I got it wrong.
Okay, I don't know. Miss, I need to look at the answer key.
Everyone got it wrong.
Okay, I need to look at the answer key to see whether am I correct. Yeah, I'm correct. Okay, the answer key is 66.
Okay. I didn't see two different two digits number.
Yeah.
I thought it was only one digit.
So read carefully, because whatever mistakes you make here,
And minus from
most likely in your exam, which you have done already or you haven't done already, it could be the same mistake. So you just have to take note, don't make the same mistakes. Okay, question 26. Let's go to question 26. Okay, now this one, no need to think, no need to even see gaps and interval. All right, the method is gaps and interval. So where are the gaps? The gaps are the empty spaces between the flags, which we call 1 unit. One gap means 1 unit. All right, at a fun run, one flag was placed at the starting point and one at the ending point. Flag posts were placed every 400 meters, which is a gap. A total of 12 flag posts were used. What was the length of the routes? Okay, now you don't need to draw many flags. There is a shortcut. right? How many gaps are there if there are child flats? If there are child flats, take the last position minus the first position, you will get 11 gaps. Okay, 11 gaps. And what do you call 11 gaps? 11 units. If one gap or one unit is 400 meters, 11 gaps is the distance. That's the length, that's the distance already. So shortcut, 400 times 11, cover the zeros. 4 times 11 is 44, and put back the 2 zeros. So what's the distance? Which is 4,400 meters, but you need to change into kilometer, right? So you have to divide by 1,000. So how to divide by 1,000? No calculator.
No,
so,
it says as a decimal.
Yeah, as a decimal. So you have to change into kilometer, right? So how to change? So you divide by 1,000. Why divide and not times? Because from meters, okay, from meters to kilometer, you must divide. Small to big, all right, divide. Okay, but you also cannot divide because there's no decimal point. You have to create a decimal point. Change the whole number into a decimal. Then there's a decimal point. Shift 1, 2, and 3. Okay, because there are 3 zeros. So your kilometers will be how many? 4.4 kilometer. Understand this without calculator.
Can I write 4.400?
If you write 4.400, okay, I don't think it's a you need to simplest form. Simplest form is what? It means that to have lesser digits, which is 4.4. So your teacher may penalize you if you put the zeros behind. Okay, you have to write in simplest form.
Correct or
Mr. will give you, Mr. will minus half a mark. Half a mark if you don't write as 4.4.
Why are you so
okay?
cruel?
Teacher, I wrote as 4.40.
Mr. will minus half a mark. Because why? Because 4.4 is the same as 4.40 or 4.400. So keep your answer simple.
But isn't 4.40 the same as 4.4?
Correct, it's the same. But try to have a simple
marks.
answer, simplest form. Your answer must be simplest form. Means to have lesser digits, right? Simple answer. Simple answer means the answer is not complicated, not so many digits. Just 4.4 is a simple answer. Some of you may even want to write 4.40000, but that's a complicated answer. There's a lot of digits which we don't want to see. We want to see something easy. 4.4, something easy. So you get your full marks. If you write so many zeros behind, not a very simple answer, which is still correct, but we will minus half a mark. Okay, so keep your answer simple. Okay, question 27. This one is rates. So how do you write your steps for this? Sharon is reading a book with 600 pages. She read 240 pages in 8 days. Now, by now, you need to write like this, okay? Because when you go to 8 days is 240, right? So when you go to P5 next year, or P6, all right, go to P6 next year, you are doing something harder, which is still the same. Something harder, but still the same. So you have to write like this. Why do you want to write like that? So that you can do jumping, right? 8 divided by 8, you can jump. 8 divided by 8, and then the other side, you divide by 8, you get 30. So 1 day is 30 pages. So how many days will Sharon take to read the remaining? This is not the remaining. What's the remaining? You take 600 minus 240. So the remaining pages is 360. So this is the remaining pages, and you jump. How to jump? All right. So how do you jump? You jump from 30 to 360. So 30 times what equal 360? So 30 times what? So you can work backwards. You take 360. Now, can you see why do you work backwards? Because we don't know times how many, right? So when you work backwards, it becomes divide. So 360 divide by 30, that will give you the question mark already. So cancel the 0. Divide by 10, divide by 10. 36 divided by 3 is 12. So times how many? Times 12, right? Times 12. Then the other side, no need to think, also the same. So he must have taken 12 days. 12 days to read the remaining pages. So answer 12. Yeah, Monica?
I can't hear you.
Can everybody hear me? Yeah, so Monica, then your voice got problem. Your headset got problem. Everybody can hear me. Okay. All right, let's move on. Monica, if you can't hear me later on after lesson, stay back and then we go through. Okay, go through those questions that you miss. Okay, let's go on already. Now, question number, okay, actually primary 5 paper 1 is a bit boring. Because we still prefer, okay, when you go to primary 6 paper 1, that's very exciting already. It's harder, of course, but it'll be more exciting. Okay, because you need to think how to do the...
Can you say what you mean by more exciting?
More exciting means what? Your paper 1, primary 5 paper 1 is not really very hard. It's still okay. You can do quite well for primary 5 paper 1. When you go to primary 6 paper 1, it will be a little harder. So that's why
Then you call that exciting?
It's not like
Yeah,
exciting.
that's so exciting.
Yeah,
man.
because it's not like to do something that is a
Teacher,
bit
that is
harder.
not exciting at all.
Okay,
So
but you...
exciting.
See, that
Just
was
note
the
them,
answer.
Saka.
Okay, let's go on, let's go on.
Amazing.
Okay, now, study the bar graph,
mom.
answer question 28, 29. Now, the graph shows the books sold at the book fair over 4 days. There is a fraction here, very easy. Don't get confused by the fraction. 1/5 of the books, it means this fraction is talking about the books. Oh, the books is what? The books is everything, right? All the days, all these are what? Is 1 whole. See, 1 whole. If 1/5 is on day 3, this is 1/5. Then the day 1, day 2, and day 4 is what fraction? So day 1, day 2, and day 4, what fraction is that? 4/5. Okay, it's actually very easy, very easy. Fraction means there's a family of fractions. All right, so 1/5, 4/5, 5/5. That's a family. All right, and before that, please put the numbers on your bar graph. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count the gaps. 4 units. Okay, count the gaps. If you don't count the gaps, you may put the numbers wrongly. So day 1 is 4, 5, 0. Check your numbers. And then your day 2 is 800 minus 50, 750. And then your day 4, day 3 we don't know, day 3. So you go to day 4. Day 4 is 800. Okay, so day 1, day 2, day 4 is 4 units. Okay, 4 units, which is 450 plus 750 plus 800. That will give you 4 units. So do your working and you will get what? You will get 2000. Yep. So can you find 1/5 or 1 unit? So 1 unit will be 2000 divided by 4, 500. Okay. So how many books were sold on day 3? Isn't that 1/5? 1/5, which is 500. Got it? Easy, huh? Actually, so concept, this is about your concept. Okay, 1/5, 4/5, 5/5, family, right? It's a family of fractions. Okay, how many more books were sold on day 4 than day 1? This is also a giveaway. So day 4 and day 1, you take 800 minus 450. Okay, so 800 minus 450, let's do over here. All right, and you will get how many more? 350 more. So if you get the answer wrong, most likely you put the numbers wrongly on the bar graph. Each book costs $3. How much collected on? Oh, this is also very simple. So day 2, go to day 2, there are how many books? 750 books. So 750 books times 2. Oh, sorry, it's 750 books, not $750. So now you ask yourself, how come the question wow, so easy to score? Okay, the reason why the questions are so easy is to help you to pass your exam. Pass only, pass only. Okay, yeah, because later on it will get harder.
But then 45 marks is not enough to pass 100 marks.
Yeah, that's why you can't do badly for paper 2 also. So the easy questions is for you to try to have a pass so that you don't fail miserably. All right, and then the other questions are a bit harder. That's where you have to try to score already for the harder questions. So you don't lose marks for the easy ones. Okay, last question. Right, question 30. Question 30. Okay, this is the one.
Can just tell us the answer?
You will see the answer later.
No, tell us now.
When question gets harder,
I want to know the answer, then you go through.
Okay, no, let's go through first, okay? Now, when question gets harder, method comes in already. The triangles are in a square. So if I don't know how to do, I will do this, okay? Everybody can start writing because even though you may get the answer correct, but start writing. If your picture is very clean, you are in terrible danger. All right, so always put numbers onto your picture so that even if you don't know how to do, you do simple steps. So the area of the AFBEC, where A, F, B, okay, B, E, and C. This is your figure, the figure. So the area is 60 centimeters square. So what's the area of the shaded triangle? So can we find the area of this shaded triangle? Yes, we can. All right, how do we find? Now, can you see the two triangles overlap? Overlap means what method? There's a method. Overlap. What did Mr. teach?
ABC.
ABC method. A, B, and then the other triangle overlap, right? Overlap with the one that you saw just now, ABC. Okay, and then, okay, then what do we do next? Then you look at A and B, which is the triangle here. Okay, the A and B. So A and B, what's the area of this triangle? Half times base times height. You get what? Divide by 2, divide by 2. So 3 times 12 is 36. Simple step. Then the other triangle is B and C, which is half times, oh, same also, 6 times 12, also the same. So 36 also. Okay, same. And then there's one more statement, which is from the question, the whole figure. The whole figure is A, B, C. That's why Mr. Ong called it ABC method. The whole figure is 60. Can you do already? Can solve already, right? You compare the statements, compare what? B and C is 36, right? Then your A must be 60 minus 36, 24. And if A is 24, then your B must be 36 minus 24, you get 12. So what's the shaded area? The shaded area is B, and that must be 12 centimeter square. So if you get the answer wrong, then the method. Have you
got 24.
Why you get 24? Miss Ong can tell you why. Number one, you didn't use the ABC method because you forgot to divide by 2. When you don't use ABC method,
I didn't use the ABC method.
You got 24 because you didn't divide by 2. Why?
Yes,
because
that is very true.
Overlap. Overlap means you have two what?
And you still get to admit
you have two things that are repeated,
nice,
right?
honestly,
So you need to divide by 2. But if you do the ABC method, you will avoid this mistake. Because you never do the ABC method, that's why you always divide. You may forget to divide by 2. Do you understand? All right. When Mr. Ong use the ABC method, do I even need to divide by 2? I don't even have to divide by 2, but I still get the answer correct. So you learn your lesson. Okay, the method ABC method. All right, so we come to the end of the lesson now.
Can we go?
Okay.
I didn't use the ABC method.
But you get the answer correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, I got
then fine, if you get the answer correct. Okay, now, okay, listen carefully. When you come back this week for your regular lesson, is the final lesson. Bring your homework. No, there's no homework, right?
There's no homework.
Yeah, so we will go through your test paper, your Nanhua paper, and then that's the last lesson already. So when does your P6 lesson starts? If you're going to continue, it will start in December, mid-December. Okay, so there's a long break for you to rest. Okay, now the rest of you, if
Wilfred, Mr. Ong. Wilfred, can you go to Roblox live right now?
Okay, now those who have no questions, I'll see you in the lesson.
Question.
Okay, then the rest can stay behind. Okay, so goodbye to those who are going off already. All right, good night. Okay, good night, and the rest can stay behind. Bye, Wilfred. Bye, Xing Hong. Okay, and okay, everybody all gone except for okay. Yeah, Ina.
Can you go to question 29?
Question 29.
What D? I think you did it wrongly.
Question 29. Question 29. Question 29. Oh, let me check the answer.
It says $3, not $2.
Oh,
Teacher, am I too disruptive today?
Wait, Nathan, not now. Okay, now. Oh, yes, that's $3. Yeah, Ina should have told me earlier. It's $3, not $2. Space times 3.
They all left already. What are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to text them back?
Never mind, miss. When they come for lesson, I will tell them when they come for lessons. So it's supposed to be times $3.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you times $3, what will happen? That will be how much? 2250. Okay, Ina. You should have told me much earlier. Okay, so times 3, 2250. Okay, yeah.
And I got a question for the 28.
Question 28, yep.
I thought it's like the 1000 divided by 5.
1000 divided by 5. Where did you get 1000? Where do you get 1000?
Like from the bar graph.
From the bar graph, but where do you get 1000 first?
because it say 1/5 of the books were sold on day 3, right?
Yeah.
So we're supposed to use the 1,000 from there, right?
Let me see. 1,000 from, okay, now 1/5 of the books. The books means what? All the books. The books means all the books. Yeah. So do we know how many is all the books? We don't know, right? But if there's 1/5, which is on day 3, then where is the 4/5? Where's the 4/5? Do you know where's the 4/5? The 4/5 must be your day 1, day 2, and your day 4, which is your 4/5, right? And then if 4/5 is day 1, day 2, day 3, then how many is that? Then you add the numbers together. 450 plus 750 plus 800, that will give you 4/5, which is 2,000. So Monica, yeah, 4/5 is 2,000. Day 1, day 2, and day 4. Day 1, day 2, day 4. Then you can find 1/5 already. You take 2,000 divided by 4 and you get 500, which is your 1/5. And if the question asks you how many books are there altogether, also can find, because that is 5/5. 5/5 means everything. 5/5 means what? 5/5 means all the books. Then there'll be 500, which is 1/5 times 5. 500 times 5. And that is all the books. Okay, so did I answer the question for Monica?
Yeah.
Okay,
Now
all
I
right.
got it. Bye-bye.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, next one. Okay, next person.
Me.
Okay, Nathan.
Am I disruptive today?
You must always remember, Nathan, even right now, besides everybody can still hear what you're saying, what we are saying. And those like Ina and Hannah, when you come for Monday paper 1 lesson next year, it's gonna be for the whole world to see, the whole world to hear. So, so you have to be very just make sure you
Teacher,
say
then
properly.
why must you post on your YouTube channel?
Okay, why? That's a good reason. Okay, now that's a good reason. Number 1, Mr. want to help those students.
Can I leave now?
Okay, Nathan, I'll see you. I'll see
Okay,
you. Yeah, bye-bye.
bye. Wait, you haven't told my dad whether there's lesson in December. I texted
I told
you.
you. Okay, now, before you all leave, since it's a good question that somebody asked. Now, the reason why Miss Tong let everyone watch for free is because there are some families they cannot afford tuition, so then they will come here for lesson. Yeah, so it's a way to help the parents, the families who don't have who cannot send their kids for tuition. So this is like a free lesson for everyone. That Miss Tong will put it on the YouTube for everyone to see. Okay, so not just for you but for those who need want to come for tuition but cannot. All right. Yeah, Ina.
Yeah, but then teacher.
Yep.
If the poor families cannot afford tuition, how are you so sure that the poor families can afford like a device to go on YouTube?
Okay, Miss Tong don't have to go and worry about that. When they need help, they will just there's something available for them. Like my YouTube channel, all this will be in the YouTube channel. So it's everybody all knows about the YouTube channel. So if they need help to come and look at it, then they will come and look at it lah. Whether they can afford, they cannot afford, it's just something for them to learn. Okay, but it's mainly for those. Okay, mainly for those who need help. Okay, who can't go for tuition.
It's 1 hour past
Okay, yeah.
my bedtime.
Your bedtime, Ina, you sleep so early. It's still very early, like Ina. Okay, good night. I'll see you on Thursday. All right, goodbye. All right, how about Hannah? Any more questions?
Then, right,
Yep.
for question 30, I did it like completely different.
Question 30, yeah. Question 30 is what? Question 30 is
the area triangle one.
You did, yeah, I know what you have done. You take the 36, right? 36. What do you do? You take 36 times what do you do? You take 36 times 2, right? You get 72, right? I can know what you have written. Miss Tong is can guess what you have written. Do you take 36 times 2 is 72? And then you take 72 minus 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I know. Okay, yeah, but ABC method is easier.
I almost gave up.
Yeah, but when you use the ABC method, I don't even need to think.
I don't even know what was the ABC method.
Oh, you haven't come for lesson yet. Oh yeah, you came later. Okay,
so
anyway,
I had to like cancel like 4 to 5 workings, and then it's so messy because I don't want to waste correction tape.
Okay, but also take note your answer could be correct, but if your steps don't make sense,
and then
0
the
marks.
teacher mark me wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
But I will get answer marks still, right?
You will still get answer 1. Yeah, A1.
Yeah, okay.
Just
bye-bye.
A1 Okay, no questions. Then I'll see you on the next on the Thursday.